Hi everyone, Tinky Winky here. Today I want to talk about A Gift of Love by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I honestly have no plan to read the book because it's a collection of sermons, but I found it in a second book hand store, so I guess why not? And then I read it with low expectation. But it is really good. You can tell that Dr. Martin has read a lot of books from Plato and Aristotle to Kant and Freud. I'm not sure I can do justice on how well written this book is, so I'll just give you a few examples of what the book can offer. The strong man holds in a living blend strongly marked opposites. Not ordinarily do men achieve this balance of opposite. The idealists are not usually realistic, and the realists are not usually idealistic. Rarely do we find men who willingly engage in hard, solid thinking. There is an almost universal quest for easy answers and half-baked solutions. Nothing pains some people more than having to think. Few people have the toughness of mind to judge critically and to discern the true from the false, the fact from the fiction. Our minds are constantly being invaded by legions of half-truths, prejudice, and false facts. The soft-minded man always fears change. He feels security in the status quo and he has an almost morbid fear of the new. For him, the greatest pain is in the pain of new idea. Tough-mindedness without tender-heartedness is cold and detached. What is more tragic than to see a person who has risen to disciplined height of tough-mindedness, but has at the same time sunk to the passionless depth of hard-heartedness. Do not conform is difficult advice in a generation when crowd pressures have unconsciously conditioned our minds and feet to move to the rhythmic drumbeat of the status quo. Many voices and forces urge us to choose the path of least resistance and bid us never to fight for an unpopular cause and never be found in a pathetic minority of 2 or 3. Success, recognition, and conformity are the bywords of the modern world where everyone seems to crave the anastasiing security of being identified with the majority. The potential beauty of human life is constantly made ugly by man's ever-recurring song of retaliation. And that's just a small sample of what the book can offer. It's so well written and its message about tough mind and tender heart is so universal that even as an agnostic, I still learn a lot from this book that consists mostly of speech and sermons. I especially like the message of the book as a push to combat ignorance, to combat zeal without knowledge and sincerity without intelligence, which unfortunately, like other books like this that age well, it is still a message that is useful and much needed in our current generation. While I don't agree with parts of the book that feels too Kierkegaard, it is still a very worthwhile book to read, no matter what your belief is. That's about it.